Oh well, maybe not. But anyway,
No,
that
he
is
did
what's
say
happening.
that.
He did say that? Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I forgot that.
Yeah, but just behind some boxes that were put together to cover something, you feel that
Right, that's where
energy
the confusion
pulsing
came
from that.
from, that he had the box.
Yes. He never actually had.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Alex, did you take my advice?
What the? Oh
Reading
yeah.
up on.
Well, you see, I don't want to do that because I don't want to knowingly.
True.
I
I
suggested
don't want to knowingly add
the
stuff
Old
from
Republic
that.
games are on sale, and I was like, hey, why don't you just look those up?
If I happen to stumble across it, like something similar, which apparently it's been going, then that just happens.
I mean, you
I don't
just
want
happen
to
to be
like.
throwing in characters. You're not really throwing in plot points.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to avoid that. I didn't even know that game existed until I mentioned it. But yeah, so you got some
talked about
passed
them
out
before,
/ dead
Alex.
bodies. What, Old Republic? You know how many times I've like retained our conversations? I don't really at all.
It's your fault. Ignorance doesn't make you less guilty of a crime.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, let's get started then.
Okay.
Yeah, the shovel-handed miners around you are cowering in your presence. One of them is like, they went that way. He starts taking down some of the boxes that were blocking the tunnel entrance.
Thank you. We'll be on our way.
Hold on. Wait, Alex, why are they scared of us now?
You just took out the people that they were freaked out about. Well, some of the people they were freaked out about.
Okay. Because you're making it sound like, oh, well, whatever. We'll just go towards.
You killed a Rancor, and you killed them within like a round of combat. They're gonna be a little freaked out.
Sorry, that's not like the movies where no one can hit shit. Okay, let's just
Honestly,
go.
people in the movies hit shit way more than actual soldiers do.
I mean, to be fair though, that is because the main character does a blind rush, dodging bullets left and right, and also knows exactly where the enemy is for some reason. So I guess let's just make our way.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys travel through the dark tunnel. Well, not dark. It's fairly well lit. It's about the same brightness as the rest of the caves you've gone through. There's some dim lights. There's some lights emanating from rocks that are, and yeah, you just kind of keep passing through. No need for flashlights, anything like that. Eventually, you make it to area where that energy is getting a little stronger. And for the force sensitives, you need to make a will saving throw. Well, discipline saving throw.
Oh boy.
No, that's against the hard.
That's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my discipline should have been higher.
Well, I failed, like, pretty badly.
I succeeded with 1 threat.
Okay, so you're gonna take a strain because the the screams get to you a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, I failed.
Does not save every time.
No, it does. You have to edit and you have to hit up arrow, down arrow, and it'll fix it.
I know.
I don't know why it won't.
Okay, Aiden. For you, I'm going to. I don't want to reveal anything you don't want to reveal about your backstory, so I'm gonna throw you into private chat.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Okay. So for you, usually you shrug off these screams as you have in the past.
Oh boy, am I hearing the...
But
Wait.
this time is different.
Wait a minute, hold on. Alex, I'd like to go ahead and make something very clear. If you're about to say I hear the screams of younglings, that is not possible because it was an immediate misting.
No.
Maybe I hear their voices, but I couldn't have heard their screams.
You don't hear their scream. Just the screams that the cacophony of screams you have heard multiple times before, going through these areas, finding these boxes. That initial, binding to those boxes. Why the fuck are those dice red? That initial screams instead, that really distracted me, them being different color.
Okay, hold on. Who's doing it?
No idea. We'll fix it, but let's just do this first. Anyway, those screams get to you finally. Enough has been enough. Your will broke down before them, and you start hearing voices you've heard before. You hear your old master's voice in your head. You hear the people you grew alongside with, age-wise and training-wise. And they're saying, "Why did you leave us? Why did you let us die?" And they just get into your head. And for the next 24 hours, decrease your willpower by 1. And you're going to have a presence. Your presence is going to decrease by 1 as well.
So that means both of those are 1 for me.
Yeah, you do not want to save these will checks. But basically, Sushi's like, "Oh, you're never going to be able to save me."
Okay.
That was the Padawan of the master.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one that was
That's the one that's in the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never going to be able to save me. And
Okay, when we go back, I'm gonna have Talon start bursting out in response to them.
all right.
Like talking to himself. Alright, so first off, stop. Whoever is doing it, stop changing the color stuff. Like, seriously. Okay? That needs to stop. Second off, while we are all walking, Talon just kind of starts bursting out. Talking about how, I didn't abandon you. That's why I'm hunting them. That's why I'm going to put them out of existence. I will be there. I'm not abandoning you. Just wait.
Whoa. Calm
Wait.
down. Are you okay?
And Talon just starts freaking out.
I'm gonna use my force powers to calm him. I
grab
guess.
him on the shoulder and give him a firm slap on
Talon
the
throws Sayosa like a javelin.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything. A firm slap on the face isn't going to do shit.
I guess I'm gonna use my influence power to calm him down.
Use a stare,
I got him.
Oh. Oh, you succeeded. I wanted to throw someone else like a javelin.
Okay, so you calm him down. You bring him to.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, dude, chill.
Oh.
Okay, so instead of 2 full days, Aiden, your debuffs are for a day.
Oh. Wait, you said it was just 24 before.
Oh, I meant to say 48. My bad.
Oh, okay.
you... Give me a second, I haven't done my accent in a bit. Are you done having your freak out now?
Sure, I guess.
Says from this spot, propped against the cave wall where she just got yeeted to.
Should we calculate damage?
Dude.
Did you actually pick her up and?
Yeah, I said I threw her like a javelin, so.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll brawl?
Yeah, do it.
Ooh.
I should have probably never brought that up. I am very sorry.
It's fine. I'm actually pretty durable.
Yeah. So because of Standovat, you don't hear them screaming, but every once in a while you hear whispers in your ears. So.
Ooh, nearly got a triumph there. What am I rolling against? Sayosa's brawl?
Oh, it's engaged,
Brawn?
so just 2.
Oh.
Well, if she's gonna resist, then yeah.
Well,
give her brawl.
wait. Yeah, was she, or would it have just been out of nowhere? Got yeeted.
Yeah, so just 2, because that's engaged.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, let's just do your brawn damage plus your successes.
Okay, well that's gonna be 5 plus
Ow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Oh my fucking god.
So you're doing
What?
10.
I've heard worse.
Yeah, but hey, I'm gonna use the excess advantage to give us boost for our next rolls.
No. You want to hear what Aiden did to a fucking hut? Talon used the
Tell-
IG droid as a nail and used the body as the hammer.
No,
into the
first,
hut.
no, first I threw. Joe tried to stop me, so the hut was offering us like 1,000,000 credits, okay? And while I was charging at him, because I just went berserk, right? Because I failed my will check, and so I'm rushing this dude, and he's just starting yelling out increasing numbers, and he reaches 1,000,000, and Joe's like, "Oh shit, IG has to stop this man." So he goes to shoot me with a stun blaster, right? And fails because it gets basically completely stopped by my soak. And then the fact that barbells can deflect 2 damage by of like 2 sets of strain damage from a stun blaster. So then he tries to tackle me with his 1 brawn. So he attempts and he fails horrifically. So instead my character throws him like a javelin into the hut. Okay, which like knocks him out. Then I pick up the hut's translator and I start like interrogating him to start begging for his life or whatnot because he might have a chance to live. If he has something to prove himself of worth, he proves completely useless to me. So Talon then uses him as a hammer to beat the IG unit into the hut.
So when canonically did this take place?
Before we went to Coruscant.
Yeah, while you were traveling there, we're just saying they traveled separate, or you dropped them off, or whatever.
Okay, because that's like fucking amazing. So, how much of the galaxy hates us now?
Oh no, there were no survivors.
So no one even knows that we.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and also,
anyone connected to the hut would know.
well, there's no
that
one
he's
left.
Dead.
Well, yeah, they're dead. They don't know who did it though.
Right.
I mean, we did it with the old CAS guy, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I went and found him. I bet Alex was not expecting me to do that.
Oh, the guy that helped us before?
Yeah, I was like, hey, we happen to know that the hut was responsible to blowing up that
No,
base.
that was
You want to help
actually-
us?
That was actually a route I brought in. That route was easier than some of the other alternatives.
Okay. Yeah. So that's that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Just like wow. There's
Jesus
no.
Christ, yeah.
Oh, and me and Joe together made it like 250,000 credits between the two of us. And we got all those items that I added to the group chat. Me and Joe are holding on to
Yeah,
the cash we made, though.
1,000,000 credits though. Like, damn.
Well, no, if we had accepted that, we would have had a 20 billion credit bounty on our heads.
Oh, that sounds lit.
Oh yeah, you guys would have had like a bounty on you higher than the galaxy has ever seen before. Like it would have been like you guys are probably gonna get you guys might get a bounty.
Well, if there's no one
Especially
that knows we're responsible.
Well, I'm gonna go back through and I'm gonna roll percentages based on possibility of people seeing you, considering you only failed stealth twice, and they would only know you because IG was stealth the whole time.
Yeah.
Talon
And-
failed stealth? What?
Yeah, I got like 4 blank dice.
Yeah, he kept failing stealth. IG and the old man did really well, but he kept failing.
Yeah, I kept getting
Anyway.
completely blank dice.
Yeah, you start freaking out again. It's only gonna take 24 hours for that to go away,
Fun.
Toss Sayosa
Or,
into a wall.
or like sleeping.
I also
long
took
rest
10
in.
damage.
Yeah,
Is this strain or wound threshold?
That'd be wound.
Are you
So-
okay, Sayosa?
Might want to stim pack yourself.
Let me heal first.
Don't ever fucking do that again.
I got 2 whites. You get healed on 3.
You should consider yourself lucky.
It's actually not bad.
Stanvot could have been the hammer. Your characters don't have any idea what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, no. Oh no, there's no way you didn't tell us that you.
oh no, I probably said that I probably told you like behind closed doors that I killed a hut, but I didn't tell you how I did it.
Okay.
All right, so are you guys gonna
Would the
continue
IG
down?
droid not tell us
Would you, Joe? Would you tell them?
that you got used as a fucking nail?
Uh-oh.
Joe?
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted.
Would you tell them that you were used as a nail?
No, I'm gonna repress that memory.
That's fair.
When droids need to repress their
That
memories.
is fair. Are you guys gonna continue down?
Yeah. Hey, what was that?
What was what?
You don't just throw our friend into a wall and not explain a little bit.
The fucking rambling before you yeeted me into a goddamn wall.
Oh, probably just this darkness got to me, you know. I could see the faces of a lot of
wouldn't
people, some
leave.
friends, and then Sayosa touched me, and I was like, oh shit, it's a hut, and, you know, just kind of went from there.
I don't know
We
what
can talk
kind of
about this
fucked up
later.
childhood you had involving touching you, but can we keep moving?
Oh no, this wasn't childhood, this is a relatively recent memory.
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
Okay, I also enjoy the implication there. Or by enjoy, I mean it horrifies me.
Wait, what? Oh.
Childhood
Being
involving
touched
huts
by a
touching
hut?
you. That horrifies me, but also it's like it probably happened.
It's
That's probably
it's
kind of
traumatic
weird.
young adulthood.
Aiden
Okay,
has
well,
quite the
regardless, let's
past.
continue.
All right, you guys. As you get a little deeper, this is a new dig site, so there's still loose rocks on the ground. It's a bit unstable. You have to slow down a bit, and it is much darker. Assuming you use your training lightsaber and use those who can see in the dark just fine. You guys are able to make it through.
Okay, didn't we get lights or goggles or something that'll let us see in the
Yeah, well,
what
yeah,
the-
you guys, most of you can see just perfectly fine.
The goggles help you spot specific people.
Oh.
Yeah, and we determined that you would have a flashlight on your ship. They probably took with you.
Yeah,
'Cause you are in
we're
a
going
cave.
underground.
Yeah. So between everything you guys have, you're perfectly fine to move through darkness currently. Combat, I would say like a setback, just because some people may not be near relative light sources. But moving, you can do that just fine.
Considering that my weapon is a light source.
Well, yeah, for you, I would say you wouldn't really have any issue,
Okay.
especially if you're engaged. Same with the IG unit, who doesn't need light.
My hands are
Wow.
tasers.
Yeah. So anyway, going through, you get into a more open area. Again, this is a relatively new dig site, so it's not that open. There's a lot of loose rocks on the ground. In front of you, you hear rocks being kicked around. And can I
Sounds
have
like we got company.
Lights off.
you guys make a perception check?
Everyone lights off. Question: Are we we're searching for like a character, right?
You're searching
Well,
for a
we're
bot.
trying to find
We're
whoever
we're
there.
okay. Well, I'm asking because if we're locating the sound that's kicking rocks, we get a boost die.
Well, if you
exactly.
if you're specifically talking about like a figure, then yes.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
It's gonna be a hard, as it is dark.
Silas is just gonna be oblivious as always.
Yeah, it's better we don't get the setbacks. And
Cadmark's gonna be
succeed with
marveling
2
at his
threats.
pistol.
You succeed.
With 2 threats.
Okay. I'll give you a disadvantage on your next die roll. Or a setback.
I like strain.
So you look out, you see, using your goggles, you see two pretty big figures just kind of stumbling around, grumbling to themselves. Behind them, you think you see another small opening. The room in front of you is not that big. Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
It
Turn.
looks like the box is through that opening. Would I be able to feel that the energy is coming from there?
Unlike other places you've been, it's not the dark energy is not concentrating. It's not getting worse as you go through. Like this whole area around you just seems about the same.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So hang on. Let's turn off all our lights, and those of us who have dark vision, which is who all has dark vision?
You and the droid.
Sayosa doesn't.
No.
Okay.
I mean, Cadmark and Sandbot are.
So how much space do we have to move around here?
You guys could stand shoulder to shoulder, like 2 of you at a time, in the hallway you're currently in.
Like, if we were to compare it to the cave, the map we have here, are we like outside of this room?
No,
over
those are way bigger. Like this would, as your character is, or 14 as a reference, this would be like the room you can see into.
Okay, so we're all like here.
The hallways you're going through are like this,
Oh, okay.
and this would be kind of like the size of the room you're peering into.
Okay, the reason why
They're not big.
the reason why I asked was because I wanted to see if me and the droid could maneuver ourselves around to, I guess.
It would be extremely difficult to get past them without them knowing.
Well, no, not to get past them, but to move to a different spot and start shooting from there, so the others can attack from a different direction.
You could shoot in front of you. If you want to get into the corner of a room, you could try it, but again, it's going to be exceptionally difficult. You can try.
There's loose rocks all over the place. So
Yes,
any
that
movement
is it
is
too.
gonna be
Because this tunnel was made like it seems like maybe a day ago.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a rock and I'm just gonna yeet it to the other side of the cave.
I'm starting to
Okay.
regret not bringing the grenade launcher.
Yeah, I know. It's like it seemed like a good idea to not.
Gets 3 threats. The cave falls in on us. So what am I rolling for this? Just my brawl, I guess, or
Roll a coordination. There is just a straight coordination, correct?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, roll that.
Okay.
We'll say 2 difficulty. It's not hard to throw a rock. Just roll 2 dice. Yeah.
Oh wow, you have better coordination than I do.
Well, it's agility based. So.
I'm actually worried.
True.
Oh
Oh, you
wow.
definitely
Oh my god.
You throw your shoulder out a bit. So take 2 strain and then take a setback on next roll. You put a little too much effort into that rock.
Wait, 2 strain and a setback. Wouldn't it be a setback
Yeah.
and 1 strain? Or is the thing not relatable to
can
the way the
add-
other one works?
Oh, I could add a boost.
Because I assumed
to
it kind of
attack.
worked. I kind of assumed it
Well,
inverted.
it can be the inverse of what you do. You can do 1.
Yeah, and since you can heal 1 strain, and like akin to if I was to do that, it would be 1 strain and then 1 boost. Sorry, 1 boost die.
Right, but you can spend an advantage to give someone else a boost. So I can give a boost to them, or you can get a setback.
Yeah. Because it would take 2 advantage to give it to yourself, but 1 to give it to the next person.
Correct.
I think.
So
Unless-
I could give a boost to them because whatever their next check is, or I give you a setback for whoever's check is next.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that I was trying to figure out how the thing works because I wasn't sure about the 2 strain. I thought it'd be 1 strain in the setback. But it's 2 strain.
It only costs 1 threat to do what I'm doing.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay, well yeah. So I throw it. So I have 6 successes. So
Yeah, you definitely throw it to the other side of the cave. Now, are you throwing that towards the crack in the wall, or are you throwing that towards?
I'm
that
throwing it
corner?
so they look like they look the other way and we can move to a more advantageous
Okay.
positioning.
They'd be more like here, and you guys would all be like here. All right, they turn around and are looking towards the crack in the wall. Like, what was that?
Okay, let's move, boys.
Go. Do we just charge them at this point?
Yeah, actually at this range I can probably rush one of them.
You would definitely be able to rush them.
Okay, I'm gonna
rush
rush this big one.
I'm gonna follow on whichever one he does. We're gonna do a 1-2.
Okay, just make an engaged attack roll.
I don't know if we'll need the 1-2, but all right.
Well, if I see you, okay. I'll go
Okay, if I fail to take him out, then you take out the other guy. Can you do that?
Yeah,
If either
I'll just hit
if
the other
you-
guy.
If either of you fail to take him out, I'll just cut him down with the blaster.
Okay. Let's see. Lightsaber is that.
I
And
get a
it's
setback,
just 2
right, Alex?
difficulty die, right?
Because you're
And then
engaged.
I get a setback.
Yep.
And can
Unless
I
you
take
want to
an
give
aim
them a
maneuver,
boost.
Or since I'm rushing, I would assume no aiming.
Yeah, I'd say you just fucking go for it.
What is this? This is the shit that I was talking about.
I
Look at this. I
Wait,
fail
threat.
with I fail with no nets. I have absolutely 0 nets, and this is how I failed a bunch of checks yesterday.
Okay,
Sorry, not
so
yesterday, the other day.
these cancel out 1 net success. All right, so you have a net. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 net success with 1 threat.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh fuck, and I failed.
So how much damage are you doing?
I do. Let me look just to be sure. I think it's. If I pick the right 7, there we go. So plus the 3 success, it would be 8 or 10.
10.
And that's all stun damage.
All right, so that goes through their strain, or soak, but then it affects their strain. Okay, they're up, but they're definitely that guy is definitely a bit stunned by your attack. They are caught off guard. So roll cool, everyone, and they'll roll vigilant.
Okay.
Oh man, cool is
I said that Sios is
Yeah,
really
sure.
Well, yeah, but at this point, you guys would enter combat.
You'd have to be shooting at the same time as us attacking for it to.
Good point. That's fair.
Okay, I got 3.1.
I got a .2.
I need.
Pretty sure just a
Nice.
2 grade is a cool.
4 point. That
Yeah, it's a cool,
frozen
Joe.
in midair for some reason.
Okay, Aiden, what'd you get?
I think Sayosa wins.
I got a .2.
Okay.
4.1.
Wow.
I got 3.1. So.
Normally roll garbage, huh? Who
Joe,
just
what'd you
took
get?
my attack?
I don't know, I haven't
Who
rolled
just
yet.
took my attack roll?
All right,
Cool
roll
back?
your roll.
Oh,
your-
you're taking dice and putting them all the way over there for your attack roll? Okay,
Yeah.
don't put the dice all the way like away from
What's
the
the
place where
difficulty
people
of
can't
it?
see you rolling.
No, when you're rolling
Oh, yeah,
rolling for
yes.
initiative, you just roll.
I just pulled them.
Oh!
2.1, not bad, not bad.
Keep dice on the playing board.
Wow, one of them rolled worse than Aiden.
That's impressive.
But like, you guys can always just look over there to see what I rolled.
Well,
I
that's
have my dice ready so it would be quick.
Okay, so you're up first.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one that Talon Beans does attack on.
Okay, you're gonna be at short
Setback
distance.
from the
So
darkness, right?
yeah, a setback for the darkness and a setback because it's close quarters and you're kind of shooting through people. So 2 setback, 1 difficulty.
Hold on.
Because you're short.
Our goggles remove 2 setbacks imposed due to concealment, darkness, or fog / mist from ranged light or ranged heavy combat
Okay,
checks.
but do you have to be holding those goggles up to your face, or are
I
they
assumed we all had them equipped.
Yeah.
That's why we
It
bought
doesn't-
them.
It doesn't matter. I use gun.
It's just one. It's just 1 difficulty.
Oh,
You're at short.
Why do you
Swear,
gunnery
dude.
people always get such easy?
Wait, why do you keep giving yourself 2?
Oh, it is just 1. I thought you said.
Yes, I
just
said
got one
short.
in the pool.
No, it was just 1 because it says short range.
Yes, please don't touch my dice pool. Just be like, yo, you've got too many.
I said that a few times, so I was wondering why it was still there.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Success.
Yeah, we'll count this. So this one, I knew what that was. It's fine. So those 2
Got it.
cancel out over there. Yeah, you definitely succeed. So how much damage are you doing?
4 advantage.
Also, you crit, right?
No, give me a second here.
It's 1 advantage and no, sorry, it's 1 success and 4
Oh,
advantage.
4 advantage.
Yeah.
1 success, and that is 4, 5, 6 net advantage because my weapon gives me an extra advantage.
You removed the 3 damage from it from that of a part you realized didn't fit on it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure that was you had that written down.
I made sure to do that the other day. Okay, so I'm gonna activate linked. So that is 30 damage, and then I am going to crit once, and then passive boost on to the next person who goes. So, where are the D100s? There they are.
What's a minion, right? So, is it not a
Oh, is
minion?
it a minion?
Alex?
What? It's not a minion.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Is he still alive after 30 damage?
No.
Okay, there's not even a point in rolling crit then.
Yeah. So Talon just ducked out of the way, and Thiosa just nuked a guy. Like-
Yep,
So that one goes down.
both barrels. Boom.
All right, Spencer, you are up. Stand by.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the guy I was fighting again.
All right.
So same roll, nothing changing.
Mhm.
No setback this time.
If you're up right against him, you have your light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, the setback last time was because of the.
Right, because from Talon's roll previously.
That was. Wait, is that thing
That's a
upright?
success.
Wait, this is a triumph.
One net success. No, that's.
It's no,
cocked.
it's
I
yeah, it's
see
caught.
the one I see first. I see the
I'll
advantage. one.
re-roll that one.
I mean, right now you're succeeding with
I
no
know.
net advantage or threat.
I'll just leave it like that.
All right. So you do 8 strain,
Yeah, 8 strain. Oh, of course, I roll a triumph.
and that's a triumph.
You also forgot the boost from Sayosa's attack.
8 strain. All right, he's knocked out. All right, so one of them was actually in fact a corn, and then another one was a Gamorrean. The Gamorrean.
That I melted.
Yeah, the Gamorrean is the one you melted. So I'm gonna say that his gear, while it wasn't that great anyway, is no go. But he did have in his possession a light blaster, just like a normal blaster pistol, your standard, and then a crude Gamorrean vibro axe.
Like a Morian vibroaxe?
Yep, crude Gamorrean vibro axe.
I don't even know how to spell that. Morian.
It does 7 damage. It's a crit 2, and it has Pierce 2 on it.
I'm just writing them in chat.
Is that 7 plus brawn?
Wait,
It
7
just says
plus
7. Yeah,
brawn?
but it would be its brawn. It'd be 7 plus its brawn.
Holy shit. That's
That thing's
nasty.
kind of lit, not gonna lie.
If I was to use it in hit, I would do 13. Wait, no, not 13. 12 damage per hit. However, I'm pretty sure I do more than that with my 2 gloves.
And since you guys loot, you'd be paying attention. You see, one of them has a Black Sun insignia on their blaster, and one of them has a Pike Syndicate insignia on their now melted
I was
armor.
actually just gonna ask.
Yeah.
What's the other one's armor?
Damn it, of course.
No, it's just padded clothing.
Just gonna like gesture to the Black Sun guy. Of course, that would be the Black Sun one that we didn't kill.
I'm gonna like step over him, like, yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm
letting
not
you just...
going to finish him off.
Wait,
Yeah.
we did kill one of the Black Sun. They were both Black Sun.
No, one of them was.
That
No,
one
one's
was
knocked
Oh.
out. Stan Vought took out one of them.
Well, I thought they were both. One's got Pike, one's got Black Sun, but they're working together, aren't
Right.
they?
And yes.
Yeah, so I mean, we technically we killed a Black Sun and knocked out a Black Sun technically.
Shrug.
Whatever, it doesn't
She's
matter.
just gonna shrug.
It only matters to science.
All right. So in front of you lies the crack in the wall. It's large enough that you guys can fit through with work. The only one who would kind of grunt their way through is Talon.
Okay.
Where are we
All
going?
right, if you guys go in, you enter into a room that is much larger there's an underground river flowing through. Well, there's kind of a cave. There's kind of a stone bridge that was formed. That seems to be formed either naturally. It looks very natural, although it could be artificial. And there's also grass mysteriously growing down here. Off to the sides. And some moss on the stone that's going over the river. And on the other side,
Which way to go?
oh yeah, you only have like one way to go over the bridge. And on the other side, you see flashlights like beaming around the room.
Ready?
Do you guys reckon we could shoot them from over here?
Probably not.
And how far is the bridge?
And further beyond them, you see a little bit more of you see some miners back there who are kind of taking what looks like they're just taking a break. They're sitting down, conversing among themselves, and behind them is another path they have recently dug out.
Can we sense kind of where it is, or is it still just permeating through?
Again, it's kind of just all around you. Again, this is every time you've encountered these boxes, it's been concentrated.
Except this time.
Except this time. Which you kind of just feel it all around you.
So how far is this bridge?
It's about 50 feet across.
Don't shoot. There's workers over there.
It's about 50 feet across. You're probably 10 feet from the start of the bridge at this point. Then 50 feet across to the center platform, which is a circular shape, not a circle.
I wanna look.
And then behind it is another small bridge, probably about 20 feet, and then a landing that's attached to the actual ground and where a new path is.
Okay, well, I want to search, just kind of look and see if I can pinpoint all the enemies. Like perception.
You just see two flashlights.
I don't see anything
They're just
else.
kind of wandering around the room.
I can't do like a perception roll or anything.
All right, again, go ahead. Gonna be average because you got the goggles. It's not too hard.
That's a
Right, 16.
success with 1 advantage. So there's a boost to the next roll.
So you see, one thing you do see is you make out a podium in the center, like center podium that you usually see that the boxes are in. Again, there's not many more details other than that. Just you see that center podium now.
Okay.
And the two what looks to be guards, you can see their insignia, have Black Sun insignia, and they're kind of just walking around, somewhat patrolling. They're not really doing their jobs all too well.
Okay, well, we should go whack those 2 guys then.
Group stealth. Oh wait, he nerfed that into the ground.
No, he didn't nerf it, he just stopped allowing it. He said it's not a thing anymore.
Group stealth. I just nerfed it a bit. It's just
we have to do a
a
setback.
bit much.
No, it's
Yeah,
not a
it's
setback.
setback.
He upgrades the He upgrades
No,
the
it's a
difficulty.
setback for every person that's involved.
Okay, well
Plus,
then.
depending on the environment, I upgrade the check once.
Okay, then. Who am I taking with me? Because I can negate 2 setbacks.
If you do one other person, it's going to be the same difficulty and just 1 setback.
I'll go.
Yeah, because we both have melee weapons, so we need to go. Joe can stealth across separately.
There also is no setback due to loose rocks at this point because this room is not recently dug out at all.
Strangely.
Yeah. In fact, enough time has passed for there to be
What's the
stalactites
difficulty?
and stalagmites. Difficulty is going to be average. Because again, they're kind of just sort of looking around.
Well, that's a
That
triumph.
was almost 2 triumphs.
Okay, I feel like that should have been okay.
Only
Anyways,
6 feet.
so let's see. I have 5 advantage because I get an automatic advantage from my stealth instrument. So I have 5 advantage and a triumph, and so I guess I'll add additional boosts. Oh, wait. That was from the last roll. So an extra success, so it doesn't do anything, I'm guessing.
I mean, you could use that. It's a pretty big area. If you wanted to try to climb, you could definitely get to the other side without them noticing with that triumph.
I mean,
Or at least the
that's
2 of you.
the kind of the goal is for us to get over there without them noticing us, so we can ambush them.
I was talking about even getting past and not even having to fight them.
Who cares? We want to fuck them up.
If you want to fight them, fight them. You can definitely get close. They won't notice you too.
Okay.
Okay. You take
Until
one,
you're
I'll take
about
the
like
other?
15 feet in front of them.
Okay, well, we'll try again with beating these lads. You take one, I'll take the other.
Okay. Same difficulty as
IG.
last time?
I'll hail the others on the comm and tell them to get ready to shoot, because I feel like they can probably shoot. I
Ready?
feel like IG would be able to make that shot, at least.
He
How
does have
far,
the,
how far are
review
they
information.
from the rest of the group?
If you're staying back to where you were, just shooting at the guards would be a long shot.
Long
Yeah, I
range.
can make that shot.
Yeah, wait, stand by. You take one of the boosts and I'll take another one.
I take a boost? Okay.
Yeah, because there were
Oh, right,
two.
you had all that
There were
advantage.
2, so.
Okay. I succeed
Yep.
with
And I got a triumph.
3 advantage and 1 success.
All right,
Brain
so
cell
both of you
working.
succeed.
So I
I'll
need
start
to
with
make-
Aiden because he got a triumph. Aiden, how much damage do you do here?
Okay, so because I can only hit with one of them, it's going to do 4 plus 1 plus 5, so 10 damage, plus each excess success, so I'm down 2. So that's 3, so that's 13, and then does a triumph count as a success?
Yes,
I
it
don't,
does.
on combat checks, I don't, because I remember reading on in the book, like there's a whole like circumstances where if you fail, then it's a good idea to use triumphs as a way to add like a terrain effect. Usually in combat, that's the better way to go. But in skill checks, triumphs do count as success.
Yeah.
You can also use triumph.
Well,
to
triumph means I
activate-
crit automatically, right?
Well, you do a crit, but it's
A triumph can be
you
used.
can activate as that.
A single triumph can either be used for a crit or to activate a weapon quality.
But in order for the crit to be there, you first have to succeed, which you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't use it as a crit, but you can use it as a terrain effect.
Wait, what? I can't
Or
use it
there's
as a
probably
crit?
other-
Why can't I use it as a
Right, 'cause
crit?
you have to hit first.
What do you mean I have to hit? I have 4.
Pretty
I have.
sure.
I
You
have.
to, did you succeed in the attack?
Yes, I have a triumph and
Okay,
5
you
successes.
fucking didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, then you can use it as a crit.
Wait, you kept saying that I failed. I was like, what the fuck are you
Well,
talking
'cause you were
about?
asking about if
Yeah, I was
triumphs count as
calculating how much
success.
damage I did.
Okay,
I was asking if it counts as a success in that.
All right, yes, you
Okay,
crit.
So what's the answer to that question?
You crit.
Is he a minion?
No.
Okay, so then, back to my question when it comes to damage, does that count as a success?
No, you crit. You can.
No,
crit,
I
though.
don't. Okay, so I do 13 damage and I crit him. So does that
Okay.
mean I... Sorry, not... is it 13? Or is it... Yes, it is 13. Sorry. Yeah, it's 13,
Alright,
and
so
then I
it's
crit.
13 damage and then you crit.
And so
Like
that
I
means I
said-
roll these 2, right?
Like I said, you can also use it to activate a weapon quality, or if you're making a 2-weapon attack, you can use it to activate your other weapon.
Oh, then I'll do that instead. I'll use that to activate my sap gloves instead then.
You made sure to upgrade the check for dual wielding.
Yep, there we go. Wow. I still have one. So instead, that means I do 10 for the first one, And then the second one does 4 plus 5 plus 3, which is 12. So 22 damage.
That
Okay,
was
goes down.
That was almost fucking hilarious.
All right, Spencer, how much damage do you do?
I did 8.
Okay. He is still up.
Roll cool.
Yep.
Boy,
But you weren't dragging that one.
I was too.
No, you were not. Not even remotely. I have a
botched
1.
it.
That's a 2.2.
That's a 3.1. Wow, I'm actually rolling decently for once.
All right, and what'd you get,
I got a 1.
Spencer?
I got 2.2.
Joe?
Yes.
What'd you roll for?
Roll your cool.
Green.
.3. You got a point. That's impressive, Joe.
That was going last. All right, Sayosa, you are up.
I am going to melt the enemy that
Wait, you're all still the other side of the bridge, right? So,
yeah.
It's gonna
Okay.
be a lawn. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna melt the enemy that Stanva failed to take down.
And the power imbalance is crazy. I'm hoping you guys get to the.
What's
I will
the
try my
difficulty?
best, but we'll see.
it's
3.
long
Yeah,
range,
long.
so it's 3.
And setback.
No setback. You're not. You have a lot more open space to move around and shoot.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we're back to this. Now
They-
we're living out the scenario I thought Aiden was under.
So that's
So
3
this is-
advantage and a triumph left over. Because all the successes get
yeah,
canceled
all
out.
the success was canceled out, but
All right. Is there a certain terrain effect you want to do? Do you want to activate a weapon quality to use later? You could upgrade the difficulty of a target's check.
give me a second here.
While this is happening, should we continue combat?
I want to know what she does with this triumph. Or she could try to do some sort of terrain effect. She could upgrade the difficulty of the target's check. Activate a
Both of
weapon
us
quality.
assume that the target is going to get another check.
Well,
Are you
yeah, that's
sure?
assuming it gets to that. It is absolutely not a success. In skill checks, I am pretty sure it is a success. That's at least how I'm gonna run it.
It's just weird that it's different.
But-
different between combat checks and skill checks.
Well, again, I could be wrong about that. I just know for certain that combat it's not a success. That I do know.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. My shot's gonna go a bit high, and can I hit the roof above them and cause it to collapse a bit? Not like smush them collapse, but like
Right.
knock them down collapse.
Well, it would bring down the some of the stalactites above them, and that would definitely hit your 2 party members here.
Well,
But yes, you could do that.
Take the check.
I mean, Talon's pretty tough, right?
Right.
Stanbot's
But-
not.
That's only half the equation there.
Talon holds a grudge too, as is evident by the hut.
You yeeted her into
Yeah.
a wall
To be
earlier.
fair, you threw her into a wall.
Yeah,
so-
but I thought she was a hut, so it's completely
Alright,
justified.
you could upgrade his next check, which could be pretty useful. That doesn't
Yeah,
put them at danger.
I'll just upgrade his next check.
Alright, his next check is being upgraded, and guess who is going?
Him.
The pike guy, the
Oh.
pikey boy. He
He
is going to attack the barbell because that's pretty
Okay,
threatening.
I'm gonna dodge twice and upgrade the difficulty of his check. Actually, no, I won't. There's no need for me to do that. I'll dodge once, so it's only upgraded once.
And it's already upgraded because. So. Wow, he somehow succeeds.
Who's he hitting? Probably me.
No, the
No, he's hitting
barbell.
me. I should have dodged twice.
The barbell is fucking is menacing as hell. But that is 2 net success, so it's gonna do a whopping 7 damage.
Okay, I have 6 soaks, so it does 1 damage to me. Or is there like pierce?
There's no pierce.
Okay.
You know, like we're fighting. It's like they're puppies.
Mute
and
your
we're
mic.
kicking them. Only we're kicking them with a chainsaw.
All right, Aiden, you're up.
That's an interesting analogy. Who goes after me?
Joe.
Okay, since Joe hasn't had a turn in combat,
Wait, do I not?
I'm just gonna pass my turn.
You already went. Oh, did you not?
No.
Oh, oops. Ah. All right, you go. You go.
Oh,
My bad.
I want to give my turn to Joe because he hasn't gotten a turn in combat yet.
He will eventually.
All right, you guys getting the drop on them threw me off a bit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be too difficult.
Stand by, pass your turn.
I'm sorry.
I'm not giving my turn up if you're doing this.
Everything's pretty close, but I definitely succeed. I
Yeah,
just don't
you
know
succeed.
How much.
Well,
I think I did right.
like you definitely have 2 net success there. So that'd be 9 damage to strain.
Mhm.
Yeah, he passes out. He's already been affected by strain. So the last guy there passes out. The miners react and kind of scurry off to the sides of the cave that they can.
Oi, get back here!
No, we're not involved in this. And they just kind of run and they start burying themselves into the mountain further, like the caves.
Have you seen a box?
See, look what you've done.
You yell, have you seen a bug? Go that way. Kind of just point towards the crack.
Okay, thanks.
Panicking, digging themselves.
But by the way, your friends are like unionizing out in front and whatnot. Your Rancor's dead, and so are the guys who are up at the camp up there. So
You're free to go.
yeah, we don't really care too much about you guys, like in a negative connotation. We're gonna go to that crack now.
Okay.
All right.
We go.
You go into the crack. As you go further in, it starts rising and rising and rising like these stairs. Eventually, you're led into one of the upper floors. And make a perception check.
I got it.
This is gonna be average difficulty. It is nice and bright again, and there's a decent amount of miners again because you're actually on an actual.
What difficulty is it? Just normal?
Yes,
What check is this?
Perception.
perception for anyone who wants to make it.
I succeed with
Succeed.
2 threats.
All right, I'll give you a setback on your next roll.
Holy
So
fuck!
you see,
I succeed with an
you
advantage.
see a couple of.
So I give
You see
standby
like
a
a
boost.
small group. You can't really make out how many people are in that. But you do see a small group kind of turn a corner, and they do not look like they belong there. This is in front of you.
Is the force presence still the same?
Yes.
Okay. Just like to make sure.
But they are booking it. Probably about a
We-
good 400, 500 feet from you.
Okay, we
follow them?
yeah, we need to book it to them.
Let's go. Barbell on all fours. Charge.
Sure. Is Stanbot on my shoulders? Or am I wearing Joe like a backpack?
I feel
Joe?
like your charge would be reduced a bit.
Aiden, do you really think the most efficient way to run the battle is to wear me as a backpack?
Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
That does sound like Aiden logic.
No! I'm gonna yeet Joe across the room!
You are not gonna throw a heavy ass droid 500 to 600 feet.
You said 400 before.
All right, well I'm changing it. It's about 500 to 600 feet.
Oh, he's
It's only
changing it because he
4.5
knows I could have thrown the 400
No,
feet.
There's no way you can chunk a metal like that 400 feet. Even if it was 400 feet, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Okay, fine. I'm charging. What's the
Okay.
distance scaling? Like, could Joe make a shot from that distance?
He could.
Joe, try and shoot them.
No, we might need to see where they're going.
I don't think so. We can force that out of them later.
They round a corner. This floor is fairly busy. It's not as busy as some of the upper floors, but there are quite a few miners around. There's some transport carrying ores that they have mined, dirt and stone.
Okay, we're basically following them full stop.
I
Alright,
yell,
you
I yell,
guys-
Rayloff, you damn traitor, out of my way, to all the miners.
All right. They
Everyone is confused.
you guys charge after them. Eventually you see them get into one of the lifts as they go up.
Shoot the lift.
Okay, yeah, I need to know what there's a counterweight on this lift, right?
No, it's just being
That's not how
drawn up
lifts
by,
work.
like- well, it's like a magnetic lift. It just goes up and down. It's not like an elevator that is mechanically bringing it up. There's not a counterweight that's going down as it's going up. Nothing like that. It's sci-fi. It's future.
Okay, how
There's
far
technology to
is
make
it above me?
At this point, probably like maybe 50 feet. You're not
How-
gonna be able to jump to grab it.
Well, I ask because
Also, you still are a distance away from it.
oh, fine. Well, I'm gonna get under it.
You've
and-
caught up a bit, but you're still a good distance.
Can I see inside of it?
Yes.
It's got an open door.
You're about to lose their sight.
Okay, I'm
But
shooting
you
my
can-
flyer collar into it.
A what?
You know that flame gun I got?
Yeah.
What's effectively a flame grenade launcher? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that into it. I'm gonna aim and shoot that.
It's not a flame grenade.
It is!
Grenade launch. No.
It has grenades, Alex! We went over this last time. Why else does it have a blast 2 quality?
Because it doesn't shoot the grenades. It just comes out like a wrist.
No, it shoots out like a ball of fire, right? That's what it does.
Yes, but you can't fling that 500 feet.
You said 50 feet!
They're 50 feet up.
You keep changing the
No, no,
distances
no.
because you don't
Okay,
want this to happen.
Listen real close, Aiden. They were about 500 to 600 feet as Stanbot made you aware as they rounded the corner. Okay? You are super fast, so you chased them down more than the rest of your party members. However, they're pretty quick too, so they made it to the lift. You're still about a couple hundred feet away from them. You did catch up quite a bit, but they're currently 50 feet in the air and 200 feet away from you. There is no way in hell.
Okay,
It's not like a
my
grenade
bad,
that has a
Alex.
blast 2 quality, but it's
No,
not a
Alex.
grenade.
It does function like that. That's what it is. It's a light flame projector. That means it's effectively shooting a fireball at people.
Right, but I figured that was just like
A flame
short range.
A flame projector is just a fancy word for a flamethrower.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
there
assumed
you
too,
go.
but why does it have blast 2 on it then?
Because that's just a setting it has.
That doesn't make any sense.
Blast 2 is just used as an AoE effect. Shotguns have blast as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a grenade. That's what I've been saying. You
How
can't
far
just
away am
hurl
I?
it.
Whoa, that does give me ideas. for a
You're
weapon.
probably like 400 feet with the other guys.
Is there any way I could use the force to try and pull the lift down? Probably not.
It'd be what's your silhouette that you're able to do?
Quite large, I think.
Well, what's the silhouette? I'd argue that you could do that would be like, what's
Yeah,
the
I
equivalent
can
of a
get-
silhouette 2? It'd probably be within silhouette 2.
I can
I
do a
believe
silhouette 3.
Okay, yeah, then you could stop the lift. Although, what is the range on that?
Not super long, that's the issue.
Yeah, I'd say this is at a extreme range,
Probably not.
like at the very least long.
How many range upgrades do you have?
If you could do a lawn, I'd say you can try it.
How many do you have?
That would probably be medium, because I believe
don't
the
know, I'd
default is engaged or short. So then a ranged upgrade would be
You see people force pulling things from quite a distance.
The default
Well, right,
is
but you're also. But this is also.
the default is
gain
short, but
damage.
you gain an
Also
increased
one
range
damage.
for each range modifier you have. So how many range modifiers do you have?
Oh, I have 2 range modifiers.
So that means medium, long. You can go
Long.
up to long range.
Yeah, I'd say you could do it.
Okay, I'm gonna... Let's go... Can I take a strain and flip the destiny?
Well, you can take a strain and flip a destiny. Actually, I believe it's 2 strain, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, it is 2 strain.
All right, you stop the lift in its place
I'm continuing
as it's
to
going
run.
up.
Yeah.
All right.
Do something, I'm really struggling here.
IG, shoot it or something. I'm gonna aim up with my A280 and start shooting the
Are
floor.
there any controls to bring it back down?
Oh yeah.
There are controls, but they're currently being operated.
By someone down here.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I run up to them and basically tell them bring the lift back down. And if they don't, then I'm going to tase them and do it myself.
Okay. As you're running up, you see a couple of them, like get out some gear or just start climbing. There's a couple staying on the lift itself that is currently being stopped.
IG.
One of
Hurry up, I can't
the
do this
miners
forever.
handling the controls kind of panicking a bit as you're charging at them like a fucking lion.
Well, I'm telling him to put it down too.
All right, yeah, he's just freaking out. He doesn't really know what to do. He's just kind of standing there. He's not messing with the controls anymore.
Fine.
Just
Well,
knock him out of the way.
hey IG, try and shoot the people on the wall. I'm gonna. I say through the comm link.
Even our enemies?
Do they look like? I mean, they have the Pike Syndicate logo on them.
I mean, targets are targets.
We're not sure, actually. So...
What? Well, I
Yeah,
thought you
bring the
detected
lift
that.
down.
Miners?
No, you only saw their backs, and you can't quite tell if they have any specific insignia, but they do match the they do kind of fit the bar. So why would there be?
Yeah.
Where there just be randomly people running? So you can using
Yeah.
extremely basic lot guess that they're the end.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Bring the
You
lift
could just
down.
rough up a couple of miners in the other tunnel.
Okay. Anyways, so I'm bringing down the lift.
Okay. There are currently 2 people on that lift. The others are climbing.
And also, with me pulling it, it's going really fast down.
Oh yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
like, it's not only being pulled down magnetically, I'm still force pulling it.
Right. So it would slam to a stop because it can still keep going down unless you want to just ram it down multiple levels.
No, we're gonna leave it here.
Okay. So it comes to a sudden stop and it knocks them over, but it doesn't do much damage.
You're already pounced on.
I'm honestly that by the time they got up, one of them would be right back down by the time you get there.
Yeah, I'm running towards them. After
Yeah,
Okay.
this is hauling ass as well.
Would I have been able to run while I was pulling it down? I would assume I was kind of stopped in my tracks at that point.
Moving a little bit, I'd say you could walk a little bit, but you're not any
You aren't-
significant distance closer than you were before.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm like full gas. Running towards them.
Okay. You catch up to them. You're right within distance to start fighting them. Meanwhile, they're trying to get up. The barbell's gonna pounce on them. The other two in the back are probably gonna shoot them, and a couple of people are making their way to the top, and you can't even see them at this point if you're to look up.
Jeez, they're climbing quick then. Wait,
Well,
can
there's
we
also
get
the
on...
levels aren't separated by that much.
Okay, can we get on the elevator and be like, hey, take us up as we're fighting? Is that possible?
One of us would have to. Actually, yeah, I'll
One of you would have to activate it because the shovel-headed mine that I was activating is kind of like.
I have climbing
Pissing his
gear,
pants
so
right now.
I could trigger it to go back up, but I want to take these guys out first.
Well, do we notice anything, like, with the box on them?
They do not have anything in their hands
Okay, so
other than
These
blasters.
these guys are pointless then, so we should
Oh.
really just focus on getting up.
They're unconscious, right? Sorry, not unconscious, but prone, right?
They're currently prone. You guys are frozen in place right now.
Okay. Hey, IG.
Not literally, just while you're thinking.
Joe.
Yeah.
Would you be able to try and shoot them? Like the ones that are on the wall?
Yeah.
'Cause I've been suggesting you try that as soon as they start climbing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
guess
would
so.
not really be able to notice. Well, if they're brought back down, you could probably shoot at one, but they would have made the distance by climbing up.
Well, the reason why I ask is because, like, when I first got there and stopped the thing, I radioed and said, IG, shoot the ones
but
that are
second,
climbing.
The second it stopped, one of them just kind of leaped up. All right, I'm kind of out of it today, so I'll explain this specifically so you know exactly what's happening. When you stop, while the barbell was charging and telling that guy to get off the controls, you stopped the lift.
The barbell did both of those things.
In place.
No,
It
I
was
stopped it.
50 feet above the ground at that point. When at that second, one of the figures jumped like they had a fucking rocket up their ass and jumped really high. They jumped like that 20-foot gap that you could still see them up onto the rocks. The others got out different gear and stuff and started climbing. The IG unit would have enough time to shoot at one
Yeah.
while they were still climbing. But quite a few are still able to get above the point where you, at that point, unless you were to get under and look up.
Okay, well, can IG try and shoot one of them?
Yes.
Can Sayosa try to shoot another one of them?
You can, but it would be difficult for you. The IG unit has, it's just better equipped for this kind of range.
Yeah, I know, but my weapon.
But you can attempt.
What's the difficulty on those shots?
It's extreme.
Oh, that's extreme range?
Yep.
I thought you said it was long range.
No, that was
No.
across the bridge. We're in a different room now.
No, I thought you said it was long range from them, like 500 feet, because we were running after.
Well, with standby, I standby allowed with the force power because I thought it was a cool idea and stuff, so I kind of just allowed that. But if you're shooting, it's definitely an extreme because you guys are also carrying around larger gear and
Alright.
standby, and the barbell is 100% faster than you are, and standby might be a little faster. It's lighter.
You're gonna keep moving then.
Okay. Are you gonna take a shot, Joe?
Guys, what do you guys think?
You probably can
Yeah.
hit. I mean, your
think it's
weapon
worth
does
it.
extreme weight, and you have like what, accurate 2, an aim
I mean,
maneuver.
I'll take 2 aim.
Well, I don't think you have time to do that. Like,
You could aim.
you can do
aim
one
once.
aim.
You can aim. Use your weapon, whatever your weapon mods you have, and then add 4 purple because it's extreme range. Although I did give you that, although that's only usable on that specific rifle.
Yeah, so you have to use your LD one for this, Joe. So you have.
Stuff. These cancel out here. These cancel out here. Okay, now deal with this.
He has 1 net threat and a bunch of success. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has 1 threat, 5 success. So that means his rifle does 14 damage.
So he's doing 19.
Huh?
Wait, I don't. No, I don't.
No, it does 14 damage in total.
Oh, gotcha.
I
gotcha.
calculated that,
Okay.
and it's got Pierce 3.
So you put a real good hole into one of them, and he's barely holding on to the rope. So it's going to take him much longer to get up, but he's not down.
Imagine getting a blaster bolt through the torso and still climbing a ladder.
Yeah,
I can
he's
resonate.
barely holding on.
I can resonate
He's
with
having a really
that.
hard
This
time.
man drank his eggshells this morning.
This guy's never missed arm day.
Get us up. Get
Never
us up.
missed any day, apparently.
Okay,
Climbing
so
up a
Let's
ladder
say
with
me
a
and
hole in his
Sayosa-
chest.
Oh, you also have to
Let's say
remember
me-
that soak exists, Joe.
Let's say
Yeah.
me and Sayosa get to the elevator.
have I pounced
Probably.
these lads yet?
Yeah, because Joe stopped to take a second to aim, shot. You guys would be ahead of the IG, but you guys
Wait,
would be
could I
a
use the
fair
force?
distance away from the barbell.
Could I use my force powers to knock the controls to get us going back up?
Yeah, I mean, it's a silhouette, definitely low enough.
Yeah, that's making
Okay,
quite
I'm
the
gonna use-
assumption that you'll get to the lift in time.
I'm there already because you had to. Basically, I was kind of far away. You were also kind of far away, and I'm just booking it there. I think we kind of got there at the same time. I think.
Is the barbell getting to the lift at the same time as the others?
Barbell definitely got there first.
By like a
Like,
decent.
A
Yeah.
good
Run to
20,
the-
30 seconds.
He had to run to the controls first, didn't he?
The controls
Right,
aren't
the
that
controls
far.
are almost right next to the
Okay.
lift.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted
the
to
barbell charges like 2 times faster than you guys can move.
I wanted to bind or render unconscious these lads on the elevator. I don't know which one I'll have to do first. Do you think while they're prone I could just throw some binders on them, or should I just render them unconscious?
You can jump on one, but the other one's going to get up while you jump on the other.
Cowabunga.
Okay, then I'm just gonna.
I mean, what you could do, I don't know why I'm helping.
I could
But-
flamethrower them.
You could, or you could theoretically grab one that's on the ground while the other one's getting up and
Use it to knock out the
off-centered. Throw his body at him and then knock him off the platform.
I like your idea. I'm doing that.
Yeah, you can beat one unconscious with the
I'm gonna
other
pick them up. Yeah, just remembering
Alright,
remembering my
so-
incidents with the hut. I'm going to use
We're
one of them
gonna
to beat the
do-
other one unconscious.
Do you want to do a brawn v brawn or use your brawl?
That's a good question.
Just choose whatever one's better for you.
And honestly, you could probably.
I'm pretty sure my
both
I'm
unconscious
pretty
at the same time by
I'm pretty
doing
sure
that.
my brawl is better.
Okay.
Because my brawl is my brawn, but with some
Right,
skill
but
levels.
It has some skills, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So we're gonna go against their brawl then.
which is
So
what.
that's gonna be a red. Well, depends on which one you're picking up. Are you
Which
gonna
one
pick
looks?
up the one on the left? Or the
Whichever
on
one looks shrimpier.
the right? Okay. So it's just gonna be a yellow and a purple, or a red and a purple. So.
Okay, so
Succeed.
these two cancel out. These two cancel out. So I have a success and 2 advantage. What should I
Alright,
do?
you throw one into the other, and they kind of, while the other one's off center, they kind of go head over heels into the abyss.
Oh. Well then, okay.
So by that time, are we kind of getting close?
Yeah, you guys would definitely be closer.
Okay.
Um,
Go. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna look straight.
Wait.
Oh.
yeah,
go.
you're looking
Let's
straight
back.
up. You see one just make it to the point where they're no longer visible to the floor you're on. They're actually climbing up the rocks on the side, but he is much further down than another one you see, whereas the ones you saw before have made it to the top by now. Again, when I say top, just the floor above you, not surface.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, do we get there at this point?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the.
So everyone
Is
set
everyone
the what?
on? Like every single character, are we on?
I think IG is going to be a little bit behind, so we should try and shoot
Right. The
up.
idea is kind of just like shimmying towards us and getting there.
We should try and shoot up.
So take a shot.
I will also try to take a shot.
Okay, the barbell can definitely take. Oh yeah, none of you stopped to take a shot. Yeah, by the time you would get there, Spencer, since you stopped to the lift,
But yeah.
you would not be able to take a shot.
He doesn't have a
You
weapon
You
to
would
take a
not be able
shot.
to take the shot at the second one. You'd be able to take the shot at the one that's wounded.
I don't even have a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
That's true. So you don't even have the option to take a shot then either.
Actually,
I mean, you can always throw your training lightsaber. Just
I can pull the bottom one down.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is there a rope? Is there a rope there?
So that's what I'm doing.
Yes, that one is climbing
Ready?
the rope.
I could just rip the rope down.
Yeah, I succeeded. That guy's coming down.
Okay. As you get there, one of them is just yeets to the ground. It's like just crunch onto the ground below, onto your lift. And when he hits the lift, your lift kind of goes down and then back up a bit from the
Alright,
impact.
so I guess me and Sayosa are going to take a shot up.
Aren't you two supposed to be Jedi?
You know, I did not really think about that action right there.
Listen, it's okay, my young Padawan. You need to understand, you didn't kill this man. Gravity did.
You just.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was pointing at me
The
because-
Force is a part of
Spencer-
nature.
Quick aside, Spencer and Aiden, we need to talk about your morality.
Oh, yeah, I've been...
Especially Aiden's.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
we've been talking... I asked you
won't
pretty...
be that impacted, Spencer, because you've been sticking well to this.
I used a man as a hammer, so I'm expecting good things.
But yeah, Aiden's gonna take a real fucking blow. I just need to read a quick thing, and then we can figure that after. Anyway,
I mean, just...
body comes crunching down. The lift kind of gives a bit, and then goes back to its repositioning from the impact.
Killing
I'm,
those who would threat...
I'm like sitting there actively horrified because that was. I'm gonna spin that as kind of accidental. I was like, I need to stop this guy from climbing. And
See,
then I'm like.
I
I'm like,
assume...
oh, fuck.
I didn't think
Yeah,
he was
for a
going to hit
moment.
the ground and just go crunch. Otherwise, I would have specified that I was going to try and catch him, but it's too late for that.
Yeah,
no,
he came down ferociously.
Sios is just gonna put a hand on Stanbot's shoulder and pat him and be like, shit happens.
Yeah, no, like when I see him crunch, I basically almost throw up.
Okay, the IG unit is on the lift at this point.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
do...
gonna knock the.
Sios
Hey.
is gonna drop her sass for a second and try to comfort Stanbot, be like, hey, shit happens. It's not your fault.
In the middle of a chase, waiting for the IG unit, you have a heart-to-heart.
Okay,
Yeah,
I.
pretty much.
She knocks me back into enough sense as soon as the IG unit gets there. I hit the switch.
All right, you hit the switch. You go up. You're beaming towards the top. You're stopped at the level above you. You have the option to keep going or to stop on that level and search for the ones who made it to that level.
Can I use my sense to see them?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the range on that?
I have one range upgrade.
Okay.
yell at the nearest miner and ask them where the
So
people
you
went.
would be able to sense one of the ones who is lagging a bit behind.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow him then.
Barbell's gone running.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we follow him. Also,
Alright.
what did I change? Because I suddenly don't have. I feel like I suddenly lost some. Have more EXP than I should. So what did I accidentally do? Is the question.
I have no idea. We'll figure
Just
that out.
as long as it's
I'm looking.
as long as it's not too excessive, I doubt it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We can talk about that when we go over your morality, because I need to read up on that again.
For the
it
most-
definitely will play an impact.
For
on
the most
Aiden.
part, conflict. Okay, so for the most part, conflict is a role-playing thing, while morality is a force power-based thing. So
Right, yeah, I know. All right, let's focus on this. So, I want to get through as much of this as possible. All right, you flip the switch. You're on the next level. You sense him. You sense him running off to the right. kind of pushing. You sense that he's in a hurry, obviously. But
Okay. I basically scream where he's going and just kind of bolt off before anyone else does. Of course, Barbell quickly overtakes me.
yeah, he's just knocking over. This is a much more crowded level. You're just barreling through shovel-headed minders, making them drop their tools in their hands. You even knock over a cart or a droid that's carrying like ores and stone, as you just barrel through like a bat out of hell.
Part of me wants Sayosa to drop tall.
Hey, can you put on chase music?
Yes, please.
Benny Hill theme, please.
Well, is that the one that's like the
Exactly.
That music puts a whole new meaning to the crunch.
Exactly.
Tally ho!
This is great because my character is literally struggling with his own existence right now, running after it.
Here I thought this was gonna be a game filled with serious.
This is one hell of a
like tough moral choices.
This is some dichotomy. All right. Jesus, I can't even take this. I seriously because of this music. Wow. All right, you're barreling towards this man. He's kind of looking behind him, fear in his face, as this giant lizard is chasing after him. In an attempt to make himself faster, he drops his pack. He drops his blaster, kind of just tripping over himself as you overtake him.
One of you grab this. So,
Can I sense anything from the pack? I would assume I would sense the box in the pack.
There is no box in there.
Okay, so I just leave it.
Someone pick that shit up. It could be valuable. Well, you always have time with a barbell.
I'm just picturing this guy absolutely terrified.
Oh no, he is.
Chasing him.
He was just running in a hurry, but he heard shit get knocked over behind him. He looks back and a face of terror comes over him as this barbell is just moving through the crowd.
Here's the
like
thing.
Moses parting the Red Sea.
I'm picturing the barbell with like a blank expression and his tongue just flapping a little.
Oh, the barbell would definitely have a face of pure malice running towards this guy.
Yeah, I'm like my jaw is like completely stretched back and my teeth are like slightly showing.
Teeth bare, eyes full of malice and expectation for the kill that he's about to do.
You know, interestingly enough, I don't actually kill that many people.
I mean, that's arguable.
No, because because I shock people. I stun everyone.
Yeah, that's true. You do stun a lot.
The only people I kill are specific people.
Anyway, yeah, you have him knocked down at this point.
I'm throwing binders on him and pursuing in the same direction.
Pursuing the same direction.
Yeah, but I'm throwing binders on him first.
You don't see the crowd just disturbed in front of you. Like, well, they kind of move back and see what you're doing, but like there hasn't been any disturbance. Whereas while you were following this guy, you saw shovel-headed minders. You know, they were knocked down or there was things out of place, but nothing in front of you seemed disturbed.
I mean, he was in a hurry.
Have I caught up to him at this point?
Yes.
Where are you going? Tell me now.
Me? Or
the guy.
I'm talking to the guy.
All right, I was like, wait, is he caught up to me?
Hands up is I'll tell you if you get this freak away from me.
I binded him and booked it.
All right, well you're gone. You see a bound man in front of you.
Yeah, I say.
Sios is just gonna run up to him, pick him up by the binder. It's gonna be like, why are we even chasing these guys? Are we just chasing them based purely on the fact that they ran?
Yes, actually.
Fuck, I feel like a dog chasing a car right now.
Probable cause! The barbell yells from down the hallway.
I scream at him, where are you going? Tell me now.
Make an intimidation. With a boost. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Also,
average.
at this point, my mental state is slipping hard, so I currently have no qualms about forcing him to tell me.
You could threaten to bring the barbell back.
Where's intimidation? I can't see it.
It's coercion.
Oh yeah, coercion.
Ah,
I,
well, that's fine.
my brain is so hardwired to DMing Pathfinder that it's like
Well, it's intimidate. What's the difficulty?
average.
Chase these bastards.
And so I also like snarl and growl behind him to help.
Yeah, you can add another boost.
Okay.
By the way,
I'll just take
personally-
this boost that I accidentally rolled while I was doing it, which
You
success
fail.
with a net- Okay, well, I didn't really roll this all together. I kind of had some other stuff in them.
Let's roll. Just reroll. I mean, he's really intimidated as fuck. Yeah. All right.
Success.
You succeed. What were you asking him again?
Where are you going and why are you running?
Where's
I-
Rachel?
I'm running because that thing is terrifying. Whereas where I was going, away from him, the others are going to the ship. Just keep that thing
Where's
away
the
from
ship?
me.
Where's the ship?
Above ground.
Okay, he says above ground, and I just book it back towards the lift and get it all the way up, like as soon as possible.
Don't forget you have a
You know
comm link.
anything about- or if she's gonna like pull him to her face and be like, "Where's the box?"
The boss has it.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Okay,
keep that
so-
thing away from me.
We comment to basically say, hey,
All right, well, let's go.
Could you put on
someone else
slightly
should
more
probably be
serious
commenting.
changes
Is
again?
is anyone going to like tell Talon about this?
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah, Talon's booking it.
I'm not in the mental state to do that at the moment. but he can.
Sayos is
fair.
gonna calm Talon
Sayos-
and be like, "Get your ass back here. We figured out where the box is."
No can do, chasing prey. But
IG
I radio R14 and the guys on the ship to kick up the engines and get ready to shoot down the ship if it tries to escape.
Alright, the IG unit just kind of scanning around, awkwardly standing next to the lift, while the others run back towards the lift, and the barbell quickly catches up and overtakes some people running back towards the lift.
Wait, what? I wasn't.
To say,
Are you not going back?
I was gonna keep going towards where the others were going. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought
I mean,
Alex was
you don't know
implying that
others.
Probably didn't go that way.
Okay, fine. I'll go back to the lift.
Again, the crowd in front of you was not dispersed. They were just looking at you. Whereas before, you know, like in movies, like stuff will be disturbed as they're running down. In those chase scenes, nothing was disturbed when you're running after this guy. After the fact, you had caught up to him.
See, my only thing is that like the others weren't rushing; they were significantly ahead of him. So
Right.
part of me thinks that no, they don't need to rush, so there wouldn't be stuff messed up.
Why would they not be running if they were running when they didn't even know you existed?
They were running before they knew we were there.
Yeah, you saw them turn a corner. The only ones who
Fine.
you know of your existence have been the ones that you have like bashed into the ground.
Okay, well then I'm running back and I'm throwing the bound man over my shoulder on my way back.
Okay, you guys are running about the same pace now. Back towards the lift. You get back on and go up to the surface.
Yeah, up to the surface as quick as possible.
So
Okay.
yeah,
You
I'm
get to
leaving.
the surface. You are in about the same area. You know the way back where you came in at, so you go to the right docking bay.
Can I sense
Um,
anything?
No, you won't be able to sense anything nearby you, other than what you can see.
Okay.
As you're running up and you're going, you see a ship that doesn't have anything that doesn't look like a transport ship or a cargo ship. You see like a almost like a fighter pass by. What would be mechanics would be to know what a type of ship it is, right?
Yeah, probably.
Let me check. If it's a fighter, it might be knowledge warfare actually.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. Then do that.
Which I
Okay,
am not good
What's the
at.
difficulty on it?
You would know, like, so average difficulty, and I'd say give yourself a boost because, you know, you have military experience, so you might know this ship.
swear to God, if it's a thing.
Now, I'm pretty sure this didn't actually exist during this time, so.
Oof.
Oh God damn it!
But you fail. But yeah, it's,
Wait,
it looks like a fighter.
Did you have the boost from one of the past things?
That is true. He did have a pass boost to give out that no one's used, so.
Or actually, before I roll this boost,
Keep that in. That was fine.
Flip a light side point to upgrade my check.
Yes, you can do that.
Oh, we're running out of light side.
Yeah, I don't want him to get majority for just something minute like finding out what type of ship it is.
That's fair, but to be fair, we don't use them a whole lot, so.
Success.
All right.
Barely.
Again, just ignore the possible breaking of canon if it didn't exist during this time, but we're just gonna ignore that little fact. It's an aggressor assault fighter. I can send a fuck. I keep doing stuff on my laptop, so I can't just drag pictures off.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, if you look
basically-
up like aggressor assault fighter.
So we're running to the ship at this point.
Well, it's
Oh,
taken.
that-
It's
that-
taken off. You see, like pass by the.
Yeah,
Is
don't
there a
worry,
chan-
that's a decently old
Did
ship.
the others that
Okay.
were on our ship that I radioed, have they gotten over near us yet?
It's starting up. You can see your ship, and you see that flying off in the horizon, like out
Okay,
of
so
the
that
planet.
ship is flying off. So there's no.
Yes,
Okay, so
and
we're
it doesn't look
basically-
like any of the other ships around. Like everything else have been transport ships and cargo.
Okay, so we get back on the ship and like immediately take off.
All right. Luckily, you have your secondary pilot with you.
And he's
Fortunately,
already
not
set.
having the expert.
As Slayos gets aboard, she's gonna take the helm.
Is the werewolf faster than this?
Ooh, good point. Does someone have a VCX?
The speed of this thing is a 4.
Let me double check the werewolves.
'Cause
I
we
know
would
the
prob-
werewolf. The werewolf, I got it because it's faster than the werewolf.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the werewolf because it was armored, not because it was fast.
Okay, so let's get going, like, immediately.
But yeah, so I was just gonna like glide right into pilot so you can start it up then.
Everyone needs to hop
Okay,
on the
so
guns,
you-
like
Are you
La'ark
taking
and...
the werewolf separately, or are you guys just going?
No, she's gonna pilot the whatever the fuck the VCX is called right now since we don't have
Yeah.
gas on here.
Just call it the turtle for now until you've.
Turtle.
Because the ship needs to earn a name.
Hmm.
So the turtle for now.
I mean, theoretically, Cadmark could be piloting it. like,
Yeah, that's what I think that would be a better idea because that way...
I don't have his
Do we
sheet on
have a
hand
sheet,
for
Mitch?
myself. No.
Because yeah, it sounded like we were gonna need piloting rules. That's the only reason why.
Right.
Do you think we could take a short...
I do know his piloting skill though.
Do you think we could take a short break
That
here
I have on
and
memory.
see if we can contact us again?
Yeah, take a short